we explored some of the most essential, long-lasting foods that the Amish stockpile, foods that can last for decades or even centuries when stored properly. From white rice and dried beans to honey and powdered milk, these pantry staples prove that modern refrigeration isn't necessary when you know the right techniques. But the Amish don't stop there. Their time-tested methods go beyond basic grains and canned goods. In part two, we'll uncover even more foods that the Amish keep in their homes to ensure food security year-round, including dehydrated fruits and vegetables, fermented superfoods, shelf-stable fats, and even hardtack, a survival bread that lasts for decades. If you're looking to build a pantry that can withstand any crisis, whether it's a natural disaster, economic downturn, or simple power outage, these next 10 survival foods will help you stay prepared, just like the Amish have been for generations. Dried fruit is a delicious, nutritious, and long-lasting survival food that the Amish have been stocking up on for generations. Unlike fresh fruit, which spoils quickly, dried fruit retains most of its vitamins, minerals, and natural sugars, making it an excellent energy-boosting snack that can last for years when stored properly. The Amish commonly dry fruits like apples, peaches, raisins, apricots, and dates, ensuring they have a sweet with nutritious treat even in the coldest months when fresh fruit is unavailable. The drying process removes moisture, which prevents bacteria and mold growth, allowing dried fruit to stay edible for 5 to 10 years when stored in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. For a family of 4, it's recommended to stockpile 10 to 15 pounds of dried fruit to ensure a steady supply of fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. The Amish often dehydrate their own fruit using wood-fired ovens or sun-drying techniques, but you can easily find store-bought options in grocery stores or bulk food suppliers. One of the biggest benefits of dried fruit is its versatility. You can eat it as a snack, mix it into oatmeal, bake it into bread, or rehydrate it for cooking. Unlike processed sugary snacks, dried fruit provides natural sugars and nutrients that help sustain energy levels during emergencies. If you want an even longer-lasting alternative, consider freeze-dried fruits, which can last up to 25 years due to their extremely low moisture content. No matter how you store it, dried fruit is a lightweight, compact, and essential addition to any long-term food stockpile. Whether you're prepping for hard times or just looking for a healthy snack, dried fruit is a sweet survival must-have. Pickled vegetables are a timeless preservation method that the Amish have relied on for generations to keep their food fresh without refrigeration. From crisp cucumbers to tangy beets and crunchy carrots, pickling allows vegetables to last for years while retaining essential nutrients like vitamin C and fiber. The secret to pickling is vinegar and salt, which create an acidic environment that prevents bacteria from growing. When stored in airtight glass jars in a cool to dark place, pickled vegetables can stay fresh for 5 to 10 years or even longer. The Amish often make huge batches of pickles at harvest time, ensuring they have a steady supply of vegetables through the winter months. For a family of 4, it's a good idea to stockpile at least 12 to 24 quart-sized jars of pickled vegetables. This ensures you have a healthy, probiotic-rich food source that can be enjoyed year-round. You can easily find pickled vegetables in grocery stores, but making your own at home is cheaper and allows you to customize the flavors with garlic, dill, mustard seeds, or hot peppers. Beyond their long shelf life, pickled vegetables offer great health benefits. Naturally fermented pickles, like sauerkraut or kimchi, contain probiotics that improve digestion and gut health, which is especially useful in survival situations when fresh food is scarce. Whether you're prepping for an emergency or just looking to add flavor and crunch to your meals, pickled vegetables are an essential part of any Amish-inspired pantry. They provide a tasty, nutritious, and long-lasting way to keep vegetables on hand without needing a fridge. Sauerkraut is a superfood in the world of food preservation. and the Amish have been using it for centuries to stay healthy and self-sufficient through long winters. Made by fermenting cabbage with salt, sauerkraut is packed with probiotics, vitamins, and antioxidants, making it a powerful immune booster and digestive aid. Unlike store-bought cabbage that wilts within days, sauerkraut can last for years when stored properly. The fermentation process works by allowing natural bacteria to break down the cabbage, producing lactic acid, which acts as a natural preservative. This means that sauerkraut not only stays fresh, but also gets better with time, developing a richer, tangier flavor the longer it sits. When kept in cool, dark conditions, like an Amish root cellar or a basement, properly sealed sauerkraut can last for up to 3 years without refrigeration. For a family of 4, it's recommended to stockpile 6 to 12 quarts of sauerkraut to ensure a reliable supply of nutrient-dense vegetables during winter months. The Amish often make huge batches after the cabbage harvest, using traditional wooden barrels or glass jars to ferment and store their supply. You can buy store-bought sauerkraut, but homemade versions are healthier and cheaper since they retain more probiotics and natural enzymes. All you need is shredded cabbage, salt, and time. No fancy equipment or refrigeration required. Sauerkraut is also incredibly versatile. It can be eaten raw, cooked into stews, added to sandwiches, or mixed into salads for a delicious tangy crunch. If you're looking for an alternative, consider fermenting other vegetables like kimchi, spicy cabbage, pickled carrots, or radishes, all of which offer similar long-term storage benefits. When it comes to long-lasting nutritious survival foods, sauerkraut is a must-have. It's simple, delicious, packed with health benefits, and Amish approved, proving that sometimes the oldest methods are still the best. Cornmeal is a staple food that has been a part of Amish cooking for generations. It's versatile, inexpensive, and incredibly long-lasting, making it a must-have in any survival pantry. Used to make cornbread, pancakes, mush, tortillas, and even thickening soups, cornmeal is a nutrient-dense grain that can keep you full and energized in any situation. One of the biggest benefits of cornmeal is its long shelf life. When stored in airtight containers in a cool, dry place, it can last for years without spoiling. The key is keeping moisture and pests out, which is why many Amish families store it in sealed Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers or food-grade buckets. Properly stored, cornmeal can last anywhere from 5 to 10 years, and even longer if frozen. For a family of 4, it's recommended to stockpile 50 to 100 pounds of cornmeal. This ensures a steady supply for baking, frying, and cooking, especially in times when fresh grains or flour may not be available. The Amish often grind their own cornmeal from dried corn, which allows them to maintain its freshness and control the texture. If you're looking for an alternative, consider masa harina, a finely ground corn flour traditionally used in Mexican cuisine to make tortillas and tamales. While slightly different in taste and texture, masa harina also has a long shelf life and offers another way to make hearty, filling meals. Cornmeal is nutritious, simple to store, and incredibly useful, making it a top choice for Amish-style food storage. Whether you're making classic cornbread, frying up hush puppies, or thickening a soup, this humble grain is an essential survival food that never expires when stored correctly. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, is more than just a pantry staple. It's a preservation powerhouse that the Amish have relied on for generations. This natural preservative, health tonic, and cleaning agent has an indefinite shelf life due to its high acidity, making it one of the most versatile, long-lasting foods you can stockpile. The Amish use apple cider vinegar for everything from pickling vegetables to tenderizing meats and even boosting their health. Its antibacterial properties make it an effective natural preservative, preventing food from spoiling without the need for refrigeration. Properly stored in a sealed glass bottle and kept in a cool, dark place, ACV can last forever without losing its potency. Beyond food preservation, ACV is well known for its health benefits. Studies suggest that it can help regulate blood sugar, improve digestion, and support immune health. Many Amish families drink a spoonful of ACV mixed with water daily as a natural remedy for indigestion, sore throats, and overall well-being. For a family of four, it's recommended to store at least 5 to 8 gallons of apple cider vinegar. It's an inexpensive, space-saving, multi-use item that can be used for cooking, food preservation, natural cleaning, and even skincare. If you're looking for an alternative, white vinegar offers similar shelf stability and preservation benefits, but ACV contains additional enzymes and nutrients that provide more health benefits. Whether you're pickling vegetables, marinating meats, disinfecting surfaces, or using it as a home remedy, apple cider vinegar is a timeless survival essential that every Amish household and modern prepper keeps on hand. Dehydrated vegetables are a lightweight, nutrient-packed, and long-lasting food that the Amish rely on to preserve their harvests for years without refrigeration. By removing moisture, dehydration prevents spoilage while locking in essential vitamins and minerals, making these vegetables a smart survival food with a shelf life of 10 years or more when stored properly. The Amish use dehydration as a primary method to preserve vegetables like carrots, onions, peppers, potatoes, tomatoes, and green beans. These dried veggies are then used in soups, stews, casseroles, and side dishes, rehydrating quickly with boiling water to regain their original texture and flavor. Unlike canned vegetables, dehydrated ones take up far less space, making them ideal for bulk storage. For a family of four, it's recommended to store at least 15 to 20 pounds of a variety of dehydrated vegetables. These can be purchased prepackaged from emergency preparedness retailers or made at home using a food dehydrator or a low-temperature oven. Storing them in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers or vacuum-sealed jars will ensure they stay fresh for a decade or longer. A great alternative to dehydrated vegetables is freeze-dried vegetables, which have an even longer shelf life, up to 25 years, and retain more of their original texture. However, freeze-dried foods can be more expensive. The Amish prefer dehydrated vegetables because they are affordable, space-efficient, and easy to prepare. Whether you're stocking up for an emergency, camping trip, or simply looking for a convenient way to store fresh produce long-term, dehydrated vegetables are an essential survival food that never expires when stored properly. Jerky dried meat is a protein powerhouse that the Amish have relied on for generations to keep meat fresh without refrigeration. By drying and curing meats like beef, venison, turkey, and even fish, they create a lightweight, long-lasting, and nutrient-dense food that can last years when properly stored. The secret to long-lasting jerky is in the drying process. The Amish use air drying, smoking, or low-heat dehydration to remove all moisture, which prevents bacteria and mold from growing. The result is a portable, high-energy food that doesn't require cooking, making it perfect for emergencies, long-term storage, or on-the-go meals. For a family of four, it's recommended to stockpile 10 to 15 pounds of jerky, which can be rationed over a year if eaten sparingly. When stored in vacuum-sealed bags or Mylar pouches with oxygen absorbers, jerky can last 1 to 2 years at room temperature, or even longer if frozen. The Amish often make their own jerky using lean cuts of meat, salt, and natural seasonings, avoiding preservatives and artificial additives found in store-bought varieties. If you prefer alternatives, smoked salmon, dried fish, or biltong, a thicker, more traditional dried meat, are great options that also have long shelf lives. Jerky isn't just for survival, it's a nutritious, high-protein snack that provides energy, essential amino acids, and iron. Whether you're stocking up for emergencies, planning an outdoor adventure, or just looking for a healthy snack, jerky is one of the best long-lasting foods you can keep in your pantry. Hardtack, survival bread, is a simple but nearly indestructible food that the Amish have used for generations as a long-lasting emergency staple. Originally made for sailors, soldiers, and pioneers, hardtack is a dense, cracker-like bread made from just flour, water, and salt, with an extremely low moisture content that prevents spoilage. When stored properly, It can last for decades or even centuries, making it one of the most durable survival foods in existence. The Amish rely on hardtack because it is cheap, easy to make, and highly shelf stable. It can be eaten dry, but since it is rock hard, it is usually softened by soaking it in soup, stew, broth, or even coffee. This makes it a versatile survival food that provides carbohydrates and calories needed for energy during tough times. For a family of four, storing 20 pounds of hardtack can ensure a long-term supply of emergency food. It can be homemade with just 3 ingredients, baked until completely dry, and stored in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain freshness. While hardtack may not be the most exciting food, it is one of the most reliable. In survival situations, it serves as a life-saving backup food source, just as it did for explorers, Civil War soldiers, and early settlers. If you're looking for an alternative, crackers or dried bread can work, though they won't last as long. Whether you're preparing for an emergency or just want a historic, time-tested survival food, hardtack is a must-have for long-term food storage. It's a true survival classic, proving that sometimes simplicity is the key to longevity. Ghee, clarified butter, is a rich, shelf-stable fat that the Amish have used for generations to preserve butter without refrigeration. By slowly simmering butter to remove water and milk solids, ghee becomes a pure fat that lasts for years when stored properly. Unlike regular butter, which can spoil quickly, ghee has a long shelf life and doesn't require refrigeration, making it perfect for long-term food storage. The Amish rely on ghee because it is versatile and packed with essential nutrients. It provides healthy fats, vitamins A, D, E, and K, and has a high smoke point, making it ideal for cooking, frying, baking, and even spreading on bread. Plus, it adds a rich, buttery flavor to meals without going rancid like regular butter. For a family of four, storing 10 to 15 pounds of ghee ensures a long-term fat supply for cooking and nutrition. Ghee can be bought in stores, but it's also easy to make at home by slowly heating butter, straining out the milk solids, and storing the golden liquid in airtight jars. When kept in a cool, dark place, ghee can last several years. If you're looking for alternative shelf-stable fats, coconut oil, lard, and tallow also last a long time and serve similar purposes. However, ghee remains one of the best choices because of its long shelf life, nutritional benefits, and delicious taste. Whether you're preparing for emergencies, stocking up on long-lasting pantry staples, or just want a healthier alternative to regular butter, ghee is an essential food to have in your storage. It's proof that sometimes the simplest foods are the most valuable. Spices may not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about survival food, but for the Amish, they are an essential part of long-term food storage. While spices don't provide calories or protein, they enhance flavor, improve digestion, and even have medicinal benefits, which is why they are a must-have in any stockpile. The best part? Most spices never expire, making them one of the longest-lasting food items you can store. The Amish keep a variety of dried herbs and spices on hand to season simple meals, preserve food, and even use as home remedies. Some of the most common ones include salt, black pepper, cinnamon, turmeric, garlic powder, oregano, thyme, and paprika. Not only do these spices make food taste better, but many also have natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, helping to keep the body healthy. For a family of four, storing 2 to 3 pounds of essential spices ensures you can cook flavorful meals, preserve meats, and add variety to your diet, even in tough times. Spices should be kept in airtight containers and stored in a cool, dry place to maintain their potency for decades. If you want even fresher options, growing and drying your own herbs like basil, thyme, and oregano is a great way to stay self-sufficient, something the Amish have done for generations. While many focus on stocking up on staples like rice, beans, and canned goods, having a solid supply of spices can make all the difference in keeping meals enjoyable and nutritious. After all, no one wants to eat bland food during an emergency. The Amish understand this well, and their careful use of spices ensures that even the simplest meals can be comforting and delicious. The Amish have mastered the art of food preservation, ensuring they have nutritious, long-lasting staples that don't rely on modern conveniences like refrigeration. Their approach to self-sufficiency and preparedness is something we can all learn from. Whether you're preparing for emergencies, cutting down on food waste, or simply looking to build a pantry that lasts. From white rice, dried beans, and canned vegetables to honey, spices, and ghee, these 20 foods provide essential nutrients, long shelf life, and versatility for any situation. Whether stored in airtight containers, vacuum-sealed bags, or glass jars, these items can remain safe and edible for years, sometimes even decades. But it's not just about storing food, it's about using it wisely. The Amish make the most of their stockpile by rotating their supply, preserving fresh food through canning and dehydration, and relying on simple, time-tested methods. Their philosophy is clear: waste nothing, be prepared, and rely on nature's best resources. If you're looking to build a long-term food storage system, take inspiration from the Amish. Start by stocking up on non-perishable essentials, learning basic food preservation techniques, and making sure your pantry is well organized. With the right preparation, you can keep your family well fed no matter what the future holds. By following these time-tested strategies, you'll be less dependent on grocery stores, save money, and always have peace of mind knowing your pantry is stocked with foods that never expire. So, why not start today? The best time to prepare is before you need it, and the Amish have been proving that for generations.